This one I wrote after visiting Elvis Presley's birthplace museum and gift shop in Tupelo, Mississippi. Anybody been there? Anybody? You have? You been to the little shack that? No, to the house. Oh yeah, Louisiana to northern Mississippi is just. Well, you came all the way from Houston for this gig, so that shows you just how crazy you are. But I'm so happy that you're here. At least people come to see me in Houston. And I wasn't coming down there. Well, I drive to see my shows every night. I'm not sick of me at all. No, actually, I am very sick of me right now. I'm looking up in the rearview mirror when I'm driving going, shut up. But anyway, Elvis Presley's birthplace museum and gift shop is about the size of this area of the living room here, like where I am, and it's a tour. It's $6. And I usually bring a little picture that I have with me, but I forgot it. Because people don't believe me, it's true. And you walk in, and there's this volunteer, a tour guide, with a big beehive hairdo, and she's sitting on a chair because there's no room. And she has an Elvis Lives button, you know, and she gets your ticket, and she says, Elvis Presley was born over here, the kitchen was over there was no bathroom. $6. It was thrilling. And then she asked me a question which I learned to fear down south, which is, where are you from? I said, well, I live in Massachusetts, ma'am. And she, like, had a seizure. And she said, after about 10 minutes of shaking, she went, well, bless your heart. Which, when you're down south and they're talking to a Yankee, means this. It's just too genteel to do that, but it is true, that's what it means. You know, as long as you finish with bless your heart, you can say anything. You can say, oh, she stole my husband, she wrecked my car, she took all my money, bless her heart. And I realized that because the next question she asked, she said, do you Yankees, immediately I'm a Yankee, do you Yankees love Elvis the way we Southerners love Elvis? I said, we do, ma'am. However, we know that he's dead. Oh, she bless your heart! Make your heart, make your heart, make your heart! And funny, I got my heart blessed all over the South. Everywhere I went. Oh, bless your heart. I'd be like, oh, you're from New York, huh? Don't you just love it down here? So I was listening to all this they have great public radio stations in the South because all these Yankees came down and took them over. And they play all this great country blues, all this old country blues. Like Jimmy Rogers and stuff. And I thought that us singer-songwriters wrote the saddest songs. That is not true, those guys. I mean, generally in every one of my songs somebody breaks up with me. But, hey, when you got a thing, latch onto it, is what I say. But their song, somebody breaks up with them, and their mother's drunk, and the car's on fire, and their house is drunk, and the train's drunk, and their sister's drunk and on fire, and So I decided to write a country song that was not only codependent, but dysfunctional at the same time. And I got her. This is called You Always Say You Love Me, Every Time You Break My Heart, Bless Your Heart. You tell me that you love me. You tell me that it's true. say that you love someone, break his heart and tell. Move way up to hand to town just to give us time apart. You always say you love me every time that you break my heart. You ask me to go dancing, you never dance with me. Every time you want some fruit, you climbing someone else's tree. I move way up to Hamilton Town just to give us time apart. You say you love me every time that you break my heart. Every single